Ladies and gentlemen, opening tonight at the Cincinnati Fairgrounds for 4 days only, the one and only Buffalo Bill. Who's got the stuff that makes the Wild West wild? Who pleases every woman, man, and child? Who does his best to give the customers a thrill? Colonel Buffalo Bill. Who's got the show that gets the most applause? 500 Indians and 50 squaws. 10 feature acts, and there's a special feature still. Colonel Buffalo Bill.
Did you ever see a cowboy rope a steer? Or an Indian with feathers throw a spear? Or a marksman shoot an earring from an ear?
Did you ever see a hold-up? No, sir. Well, gather closer and let me give you some of the atmosphere.
The hour is midnight and all is still. We see the stagecoach climbing up a hill, going along the mountain trail, carrying passengers and mail, never suspecting danger as they roll along.
The watchful driver is in his seat, his trusty rifle lying at his feet.
Some of the passengers inside seem to be dozing as they ride, never suspecting there is something really wrong.
Suddenly there's a shout. What is it all about? What is it all about? You ask, it's Indians.
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 Very notable, cut-your-throatable Indians.
Indians.
Just when they've taken everyone by force, who makes an entrance on a big white horse? Who starts to shoot until there's no one left to kill? No, Colonel Buffalo Bill. Certainly this is quite a thrill. Better than all the vaudeville. Let us be on the go and see the show of Buffalo Bill. Now you folks hurry down to the box office.
Right this way, folks.
Certainly this is quite a thrill. Better than all the vaudeville. Let us be on the go and see the show of
Well, the lawn's a little small for a shooting match. The folks can sit up there around the veranda.
Where do you want Butler's gun?
Oh, leave them down there for a while. And George, take Mr. Butler's luggage into the hotel. Are those the traps? Are the springs all right?
Well, I don't know yet.
Well, try them and then put them down there behind the hedge. Come on, folks, we got a show to put on.
What the hell are you doing to my hotel? What are all these cases for? And who the Sam Hill are you?
I'm Charlie Davenport, Buffalo Bill's manager. I'm here to set up a shooting match, and I haven't got time to talk to you. Porch.
Shooting match. What is this? What is a shooting match?
Ladies, put those up all over town. On the trees, the fence posts. Put one on that little white house over there.
This is my hotel and my lawn, and you ain't holding no shooting match on it. Nobody even asked me. And it's my hotel, damn it.
It's a great day for you, sir. We're going to take 10 of your rooms.
10 of my rooms for a lot of cowboys and Indians?
No, for the headliners. The Indians can sleep in the lobby. Get away from me, little girl.
Now, I'll tell you something, mister. I don't want no actors. I just had Pawnee Bill and his Far East troupe here. They chase women up and down the stairs on horseback. Well, that ain't going to happen to me again. Now, take your stuff and get out of here.
Wait a minute. I'll rent it from you. $100 for the afternoon.
No.
Would you take $200?
No.
Would you take $50 in cash and 2 squaws?
No.
Would you take 50 squaws and $2 in cash?
No.
Get away from me, little girl.
Isn't that Frank Butler?
Oh, who else? Who's always in such good humor?
Sure.
Hi, folks.
Hi, Frank.
Looks a little small for a shooting contest,
Oh,
no?
you don't like it, huh?
Not much.
Well, that's fine, because you haven't got it.
Who said so?
Wilson, the proprietor.
I'll throw a saddle over his back. Mr. Wilson,
Yes.
I'd like to talk to you, sir. Didn't you mention my name?
Yes?
Well?
Oh, he stood up under it.
Are you still here?
Look, Mr. Wilson, we're going to give you a chance to win $100.
You are?
Sure. Every town we play...
Mr. Butler challenges the local champion to a shooting match.
Well, who are you?
I am Mr. Butler's assistant. I hand him his guns and he shoots things out of my mouth.
He don't shoot enough out of your mouth.
Here's the idea, Mr. Wilson. You get your local man, let us meet right here, and I'll give you a side bet of $100.
Against one small room for my sister, Dolly.
Just what do you take me for? There ain't nobody in this county as good as you think you are.
But what can you lose?
Oh, spoons, towels, soap, bath mats, salt cellars. Oh, I've had enough of you show people. No, 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 no. Now clear these crates off the porch. Now!
All right. Hey, Mac! Mac, you see those cases up there on the porch?
Yeah?
Well, leave them there.
Dolly, why don't you go inside and see what you can do? He's a bachelor. Maybe he's lonesome.
Lonesome. I'll tackle him.
He ain't that lonesome.
I'm flattered, this greeting really mattered. This welcome is grand, but I'm really concerned. I like your attention, but this I have to mention. You're playing with fire and you're apt to get burned. There's a girl in Tennessee who's sorry she met up with me. Can't go back to Tennessee, I'm a bad, bad man. There's a girl in Omaha, but I ran faster than her pa. Can't go back to Omaha, I'm a bad, bad man. There's a girl in Wyoming, and they're combing Wyoming to find that man in white who was out with her that night. There's a girl in Arkansas, the sheriff is her brother-in-law. Can't go back to Arkansas, I'm a bad, bad man.
You are making too much fun, but we don't give a tinker's cup. We've been out yet each of us with a bad, bad man. We've been chasing up and down the other show that just left town, and the one who played the clown was a bad, bad man.
I'm enlightened, but frightened, though my interest you've heightened, it might turn out to be that you're much too much for me. So I'll go back to my tent, and someday when you're old and bent, think of hours you might have spent with a bad, bad man.
Susan. I'll thank you to give me back my bird. What for? It's mine. I shot it. You shot it right off my hat. I did? How'd you get up there? Well, I shot it up there. What for? It ain't no good. There ain't no meat in it. It's not an eating bird. It's a wearing bird. Well, all right, mister. But around these parts, you have to keep shooting it. Have to keep sewing it back on again, because folks will keep shooting it off. Oh, well, look what you've done to it. You've ruined it. It sure does look beat. Here, I'll give you one of mine. Oh, get away from me with that filthy thing, you nasty ragamuffin. Well, she ain't filthy. She looks better than you do, and she's got a bullet through her head.
I thought I put you off the ground.
Be careful of that girl. She's dangerous, and she's got a gun.
Is it loaded?
Yes, sir, it is. But I can empty it right quick.
Oh!
I wouldn't have really shot her. Hey, the feller down the road piece said this here's what you call a boarding hotel.
Well, what if it is?
Well, maybe you and me can do some trading.
Trading? What do you got to trade?
Quails and wild ducks and grouses.
Nah, I can get all the game I want.
Well, sure, but when the folks eat the game you get, they keep spitting buckshot all over the kitchen floor. Teeth sometimes, too. Mine's different. Come on out now. The man won't chase you. Kid sisters and little brother, they never been out of Dark County before. They ain't used to people yet. Come on, shake your tails and get out here. The man's a-waiting on you. Well, this is them. They look a little dusty. We're in business together.
Really?
I pop them, she packs them, she plucks them, and she pulls them.
Well, what's the little boy do?
Little Jake?
Yeah.
He's my bird dog. Jake, you stop that sniffing. What you got a sleeve for, boy? Jesse, show the gent one of them quails.
Oh, yeah.
Look it over, mister. Look it over real careful. Lift up his wings. See, there ain't no buckshot in that bird. Just one little hole in his head.
Ooh, that's mighty pretty shooting.
Well, it's mighty pretty eating, too. For every one I get you gotta give me 2 nickels and a dime.
Well, can't hurt to try 'em. I'll take 2 dozen.
How many is that?
Oh, well, 24.
Who do we know that can count up to 24?
I can count up to 20.
I can only give you 20.
Well, all right, leave the bill with them.
What's a bill?
A bill's a voucher. Don't you keep books? Can't any of you read or write?
We don't read as good as everybody.
We don't read as good as anybody. Folks are dumb where I come from. They ain't had any learning. Still they're happy as can be, doing what comes naturally.
Doing what comes naturally.
Folks like us could never fuss with schools and books and learning. Still we've gone from A to Z, doing what comes naturally.
Doing what comes naturally.
You don't have to know how to read or write when you're out with a feller in the pale moonlight. You don't have to look in a book to find what he thinks of the moon and what is on his mind. That comes naturally.
That comes naturally.
My uncle out in Texas can't even write his name. He signs his checks with X's and they cash them just the same. If you saw my ma and pa, you'd know they had no learning. Still they raised a family, doing what comes naturally.
Doing what comes naturally.
Uncle Jed has never read an almanac on drinking. Still he's always on a spree, doing what comes naturally.
Doing what comes naturally.
Sister Sal, whose musicale has never had a lesson. Still she's learned to sing off key, doing what comes naturally.
Doing what comes naturally. naturally.
You don't have to go to a private school not to pick up a penny near a stubborn mule. You don't have to have a professor's dome not to go for the honey when the bee's at home. That comes naturally.
That comes naturally.
My tiny baby brother, who's never read a book, knows one sex from the other. All he had to do was look. Grandpa Bill lives on the hill with someone he just married. There he is at 93, doing what comes naturally. Okay, you kids, get these birds and go back to the kitchen now, okay? Sister Lou ain't got a sou, although she goes out shopping. She gets all her stockings free, doing what comes naturally.
Doing what comes naturally.
'Cause a Nell can't add or spell, but she left school with honors. She got every known degree for doing what comes naturally.
Doing what comes naturally.
You don't have to come from a great big town not to clean out a stable in your evening gown. You don't have to mix it with the Vanderbilts not to take off your panties when you're wearing kilts. That comes naturally.
That comes naturally.
My mother's cousin Carrie would never change her name. She doesn't want to marry, and her children feel the same. Sister Rose has lots of beaux, although we have no parlor. She does fine behind a tree, doing what comes naturally.
Doing what comes naturally.
You see, I've been shooting since I was 10.
Fancy shooting?
Fancy? Shucks. I can shoot the fuzz off a peach. I can shoot the wart off of Grandpappy's nose. Most of the time, I don't even have to aim. You see that rooster's head up there?
Yep.
Now you don't.
Holy jumping Jehoshaphat. That's the dangest thing I ever seen.
That was nothing. Throw your specs up in the air.
Oh, no. I believe you. Say, how'd you like to make $5?
For what?
Well, there's this big swollen-headed stiff from the Wild West.
I don't shoot people.
No. He challenges anybody in the county to a shooting match.
Where is he? I can hit anything he can hit, and I'll do it standing on my head singing "Oh, Susanna."
All right, I'll put you up against him. But you don't get nothing if you lose.
Me lose? Ha! I won't lose.
Well, you wait right here, girl, and I'll go tell the manager I got a match for him. What's your name?
Annie Oakley.
Annie Oakley.
Come on, Grandma. I gotta get you cleaned up. How'd you get your nose so dirty?
What's that you got there, girl?
Well, what's it look like?
Beats me. It ain't a rifle, is it?
Ain't you got eyes? Yeah, you got eyes.
Well, let me see it a minute. Now, honey, you shouldn't be fooling around with an old piece of junk like this. You wouldn't like it if this old thing exploded and blew your ears off, would you? Here, you give this back to your pappy, and you get yourself some knitting needles. So long.
Hey, mister. You reckon it'd be all right if I kept it till this evening?
It makes no difference to me. I just don't want you to hurt yourself, that's all.
Well, I ought to keep it long enough to win a shooting match off a big swollen-headed stiff from the Wild West show.
You mean Frank Butler?
Well, they didn't say his name.
Oh, but he's a champion.
What's that?
Why, he's the best.
He was.
Well, anyway, Butler wouldn't shoot against a girl.
Well, he ain't got no choice. He challenged anybody. Besides, I don't shoot like a girl, I shoot like a man.
You're pretty set on yourself, ain't you?
About that I am. But as soon as I try to shine up to folks, I'm as gawky as a scrub oak. Ain't I?
Oh, I don't know. I seen worse than you.
Honest? Say, you wouldn't want to wait around and bring me good luck, would you?
Sounds like that big swollen-headed stiff's gonna need all the luck.
Well, however you like, just so's you stay. Because when I'm up there and all them folks are watching me, I'll be looking for you.
Oh, you'll find me.
Hey, what's the matter? Where you going? Don't you like me?
Oh, sure, honey. I like you fine. You're just not enough woman for me. I like the dainty kind, the kind that faints when she sees a mouse.
Meaning, I suppose, that when I see the mouse faints.
But I like 'em dimpled and rosy. The girl that I marry will have to be as soft and as pink as a nursery. The girl I call my own will wear satins and laces and smell of cologne. Her nails will be polished, and in her hair she'll wear a gardenia, and I'll be there instead of flitting. I'll be sitting next to her, and she'll purr like a kitten. A doll I can carry, the girl that I marry must be.
Frightened by a shotgun, they say. That's why I'm such a wonderful shot. I'd be out in the cactus and I'd practice all day. But now tell me, what have I got? I'm quick on the trigger with targets not much bigger than a pinpoint. I'm number one. But my score with a feller is lower than a sailor. Oh, you can't get a man with a gun. When I'm with a pistol, I sparkle like a crystal. Yes, I shine like the morning sun. But I lose all my luster when with a bronco buster. Oh, you can't get a man with a gun. With a gun. With a gun. No, you can't get a man with a gun. If I went to battle with someone's herd of cattle, you'd have steak when the job was done. But if I shot the herder, they'd holler bloody murder. And you can't shoot a male in the tail like a quail. No, you can't get a man with a gun. I'm cool, brave, and daring to see a lion glaring when I'm out with my Remington. But a look from a mister will raise a fever blister. Oh, you can't get a man with a gun. The gals with umbrellas are always out with fellers in the rain or the blazing sun. But a man never trifles with gals who carry rifles. Now you can't get a man with a gun. With a gun, with a gun. No, you can't get a man with a gun. A man's love is mighty. He'll even buy a nightie for a gal who he thinks is fun. But they don't buy pajamas for pistol-packing mamas, and you can't get a hug from a mug with a slug. No, you can't get a man with a gun. If I shot a rabbit, some furrier would grab it for a coat that would warm someone. But you can't shoot a lover and use him for a cover. No, you can't get a man with a gun. If I shot an eagle, although it wasn't legal, he'd be stuffed when the job was done. But you can't stuff a feller and watch him turn and yaller. No, you can't get a man with a gun. With a gun, with a gun. No, you can't get a man with a gun. Tom, Dick, or Harry will build a house for Carrie when the preacher has made them one. But they can't build you houses or the buckshot in the trousers, for a man may be hot, but he's not when he's shot. No, you can't get a man with a gun.
Coming up. Who's coming? Buffalo Bill, and he's bringing some of the show folks.
Folks, here he is. Your old friend, Colonel William F. Cody, loved by you all, known to you all as Buffalo Bill.
My young friends, it always gives me great pleasure to return to my favorite state, Ohio, the Buckeye State. I am here today to referee a contest of fancy shooting between the best marksman your county offers and Frank Butler, one of the greatest sharpshooters of our time. Is Mr. Butler's opponent here?
Mr. Wilson, is your contestant ready?
Yes. Annie?
Annie?
Here she is. Here she is. My choice to meet Frank Butler.
What's so funny about that?
And what are you trying to do, get us laughed out of town? Oh, no, we're not going through with this.
Wait a minute, mister. You said anybody he could dig up.
Yes.
Well, I come up on the shovel.
What do we do, B.B.?
Nothing. She accepted the challenge.
Are you really Buffalo Bill?
Yes, little lady.
Well, I'm Annie Oakley.
I'm delighted, Miss Oakley.
You are?
Dolly!
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mr. Butler's charming assistant, Miss Dolly Tate.
Meet my four charming assistants, Minnie, Jessie, Nellie, and little Jake.
What was that for?
Well, I don't know yet. Ain't we got a tablecloth? What are we doing?
Folks, here he is. Here he is. Introducing Frank Butler. Frank, your opponent, Miss Annie Oakley.
Howdy. Well, I told you I'd be here.
But you didn't tell me that you was the big swollen-headed stiff.
This way, Miss Oakley.
Now, I don't want any advantage. Here, honey, try a good gun.
This way, Miss Oakley. This contest will be straight shooting using clay pigeons.
Clay what?
Birds made of clay. When you're ready, say pull.
Say what?
Say pull.
Pull.
Shoot. Hit.
Pull.
Hit.
Say, kid, they got a little thing up here.
Say pull.
Pull.
Hit.
Let me have the mirror, darling.
Watch this one.
Pull.
Hit.
Pull.
Hit.
Pull.
Hit.
Say, kid, this is wonderful. All you got to do is say pull. Wait a minute.
Hit. The score now stands 20 for Oakley, 20 for Butler.
What do you say we call this a draw?
No, we will continue alternate shooting until the first contestant misses a shot. Mr. Butler.
Pull.
Hit.
Pull.
Hit.
Pull.
Hit.
Pull.
Hit.
Pull.
Miss. I declare Annie Oakley the winner of this contest.
She did it. She did it. I win $100.
Nice work.
Magnificent exhibition. You're a brilliant shot.
Oh, that was nothing. Easy as pie. Oh, I'm sorry.
What are you sorry about? You're just good, that's all.
Well, you ain't mad at me, are you?
Oh, of course I'm not. Anybody can miss a shot.
Well, I can't.
No, you're too good.
Hey, Frank.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it was just luck, that's all.
Can we have the money now, Mr. Wilson? We got a long walk home.
Sure, Annie, I'll get it for you. Oh, Annie, you did fine.
Yeah.
I won't do it. I've always worked alone. What makes you think she's so almighty great? Just 'cause she got one up on them? She'll never do it again.
Listen, Frank, we haven't been faring so good. Pawnee Bill beats us to every town.
It'll be a novelty, Frank. They haven't seen a girl can shoot like that.
I don't want any partners.
All right. We'll make her your assistant. Maybe every once in a while we'll let her take a pot shot at something.
She's kind of a pretty girl.
Oh, she's all right. Or she looks lousy now. But we can dress her up. She can't look any worse than Dolly.
But she wouldn't be willing to join us, just a hand-me thing.
Oh, yes, she would. Come on, you kids go ahead and start on ahead now, okay? I'd be willing to hand you things, Mr. Butler. I'd be willing to do anything just so as I could be with you.
You ever been away from home before?
Do I gotta leave home?
Sure, we travel all over the country.
Have you ever been on a railroad train?
Do you know anything about show business?
Show business? What show business?
Show business? The cowboys, the wrestlers, the tumblers, the clowns, the roustabouts that move the show at dawn.
The music, the spotlights, the people, the towns, your baggage with the labels pasted on.
The sawdust and the horses and the smell, the towel you've taken from the last hotel.
There's no business like show business, like no business I know.
Everything about it is appealing.
Everything the traffic will allow.
Nowhere could you get that happy feeling when you are stealing that extra bow.
There's no people like show people. They smile when they are low. Yesterday they told you you would not go far.
That night you open and there you are.
Next day on your dressing room they hung a star. Let's go on with the show.
The costumes, the scenery, the makeup, the props, the audience that lifts you when you're down.
The headaches, the backaches, the heartaches, the flops, the sheriff who escorts you out of town.
The opening when your heart beats like a drum. The closing when the customers won't come.
There's no business like show business, like no business I know. You get word before the show has started that your favorite uncle died at dawn.
Top of that, your ma and pa have parted. You're broken-hearted, but you go on.
There's no people like show people. They don't run out of dough. Angels come from everywhere with lots of jack.
And when you lose it, there's no attack.
Where could you get money that you don't get back?
Let's go on with the show.
There's no business like show business if you tell me it's so.
Traveling through the country is so thrilling.
Standing out in front on opening night.
Smiling while you watch the benches filling. And there's your billing up there in lights.
There's no people like show people. They smile when they are low.
Even with the turkey that you know will fold,
You may be stranded out in the cold.
Still, you wouldn't trade it for a sack of gold.
let's go on with the show. Let's go on with the show. There's no business like show business, like no business I know.
Everything inside you starts to shake up.
When your picture in the news appears,
And the thrill each morning when you wake up with dots of makeup behind your ears.
there's no people like show people. They smile when they are low.
This is so exciting, but I feel retired. The show is over, and on that night, someone wants my autograph that I can't write.
Let's go on with the show. Let's go on with the show.
Who gave you Indians permission to use this car?
Annie Okie.
I might have known it. Mrs. Littlehorse, this is our car, and this is my section, and I'll beg you not to do your laundry in it. Get away from me. Oh, this place is a mess. Pick up that banana peel and throw it away. Mrs. Blacktooth, you are ruining the upholstery. Those are springs, not bracelets. Bracelets!
This is what I mean, Mr. Davenport. Look what they've done to this place. Look what they've done to the curtains. And Mr. Davenport, look at the woodwork.
Hey. Take that laundry off the emergency cord. For God's sakes, don't pull it.
They've done $100 worth of damage.
Now, who told you Indians you could pitch a village in here?
Well, who do you suppose? Who's been causing nothing but trouble here for the past 6 weeks? A certain little prairie chicken named Annie Oakley.
Anything wrong?
What are these Indians doing here?
Well, they're only sitting till the smoke clears.
What smoke?
Back in there, Coach. They was cooking supper and they had a small fire.
Fire! Now, all you Indians, break camp and get out of here. Come on, move it! Annie, why do you do these things? What's come over you?
Frank Butler. He's got her head turned clear around.
Clear around.
Who's going to pay for all these damages, I'd like to know?
I'll pay them for you, Annie.
Thank you kindly.
Oh, sure. You'll pay them for that little snip. If it was me, you'd let me sit and rot in jail.
I bet he would. You're kind of ornery to poor Miss Tate.
I don't need you to take up for me. And as for you, Charlie Davenport, when you gave her the part as Frank's assistant, you promised me an even better part in this show. And what am I doing? Acting in a stagecoach holdup.
And twice a day, she gets dragged around by the hair and the Indian scalps her.
You're doing everything you can to make me quit this show. You hate me.
He sure does. Why do you hate poor Miss Tate? Why does everybody hate poor Miss Tate?
Are you going to give me a better part or not?
I don't know what to do with you. Well, I had you selling lemonade, and you drank it. I had you taking cash, and you took it.
Could poor Miss Tate be the old woman that gets trampled in the buffalo stampede?
What?
Or the one that gets tied to the wild bull? That'd give her a chance to scream and holler and get paid for it.
Well, that's the finish. Either that woman goes or I stay.
Annie? Oh, what's the use?
I apologize for little Jake and the girls unhitching the baggage car.
If only they hadn't done it on the hill.
Mr. Davenport, boss wants to see you right quick. He seems awful head up.
Oh, what's the matter?
It seems Tawny Bill's opening his show in St. Paul the same day we open in Minneapolis.
Why, that dirty sneak.
Ain't that all right?
Minneapolis and St. Paul, they're just a spit away from each other. It's like playing in the same town. Oh, Annie, I cut this out of the newspaper for you. It says something nice about you.
About me?
Well, sure.
Thank you, Mac.
Did you study your homework?
I didn't get no chance, little Jake. I've been practicing that fancy trick on the motor bicycle.
How can I learn it if me don't do no homework?
Oh, you gotta learn me, and you gotta learn me fast. What is Frank thinking if he knew I couldn't read and write? You gotta educate me.
I can't write myself yet.
Well, that's all right, little Jake. I wish I was as smart as you are. Say, can you make this out?
I can't read that reading. I can only read my reading.
Oh, I know that word. It's the.
Keep a going.
The boy had a dog. The dog's name was... What's that word?
Sound it out.
Frank. Well, now that I did it, what in the hell is it?
Frank.
Frank? That's a pretty word.
Go on.
The boy's name was Stephen. What is it, Jake?
Joe.
Well, that seems a lot for just Joe.
Well, reading's funny sometimes. Go on.
The dog was scratched.
God bless you, Annie. Did you catch a cold?
Oh, no, I was just helping little Jake here with his reading. But he sure is thick-headed, ain't you, Jake?
I'm sure thick-headed ain't Annie.
Yeah. You going in the eating car now and get your supper, you hear?
Annie is good. Show him, Andy. Start here.
No, get out of here. I was just reading something about me in this here paper. You want to read it?
Oh, no, you read it to me.
No. You read it. I want to hear how it sounds when you speak it.
Mr. Butler's assistant, whose name did not appear on the program, performed only one trick, but she promises to become a fine marksman.
That's real nice of that paper man.
People beginning to notice you, Annie. The other day, I talked Charlie into putting your name someplace on the billboard.
On the program, too?
Yep. And I told him I was going to let you shoot the egg off the poodle's head. You think he can do it?
Can I? I can do it without breaking the yoke.
Well, honey, you do it in Minneapolis.
I will, Frank. But I got a fancy special trick I've been saving to surprise you with.
Well, I'd like to see it sometime. What is it?
Why are you talking? It's a surprise.
Oh, that's okay. I like you to be ambitious. I want you to improve, but now it's going to take some time.
All I want to be is a pink and white woman like the kind you said you liked.
Annie, you getting pinker and whiter every day.
That ain't pig wash, is it?
What did you say if someday I might even be willing to make you my partner? Butler and Oakley.
Oh, no.
Never much wanted a partner before, but now maybe I might.
Oakley and Butler.
Butler and Oakley.
Well, what's the difference?
Well, you got to do it in alphabetical order. Annie, have you ever loved anybody?
Somebody that loved me back?
Yeah.
And I ain't. But I heard tell about it. Rumors fly and you can't tell where they start, especially when it concerns a person's heart. I've heard tales that could set my heart aglow. Wish I knew if the things I've heard are so. They say that falling in love is wonderful. It's wonderful. So they say. And with a moon up above, it's wonderful. It's wonderful, so they tell me. I don't recall who said it. I know I never read it. I only know they tell me that love is grand.
out. But you've come to the right place to find out. Everything that you've heard is really so. I've been there once or twice, and I should know. You'll find that falling in love is wonderful. It's wonderful, as they say. And with the moon up above, it's wonderful. It's wonderful, as they tell you. You leave your house some morning, and without any warning, you're stopping people, shouting that love is grand. And to hold a man in your arms is wonderful, wonderful in every way, as they say. Well, it looks like it's getting on to bedtime. I better mosey back to my car.
Mind if I walk you home?
No, you better stay here. Sleep good, Annie.
Frank! Frank!
Wonderful, wonderful in every way.
I should say.
Annie! Porter, do that later. Annie, we're facing an emergency. We got to do something, quick.
You got to help us.
An emergency. Oh, you want me to pull this cord?
Annie, please.
Listen, Pawnee Bill is opening against us in Minneapolis.
He's trying to sign up Sitting Bull, the famous Sioux warrior.
We've got to get an opposition flash.
Now, a woman that can shoot and look something like a lady is a novelty.
We want you to do that stunt on the motor bicycle.
Oh, gosh, I can't. I've been saving that to surprise Frank with.
Well, you can surprise it with it in Minneapolis.
Well, you think he'd like that?
Well, sure, it's perfect. It's like a fairy tale. Here he thinks you're a moth-eaten little dame from the tall grass. You know, he likes you a little.
He likes me a heap.
Has he ever asked you to marry him?
Not yet. He ain't broke out in the sweat cold enough to ask me that yet. Oh, Charlie, I gotta get him. How can I get him?
Now, that's what I'm trying to tell you. You gotta dazzle him, drive him crazy. Why, when he sees you step out in front of an audience in a beautiful costume with lights and music, and you do this trick you've been saving just for him...
He'll bust right out in that cold sweat.
Sure, that's it. Now, we don't tell him a thing about anything. Monday afternoon, he'll be expecting you to shoot the egg off that dog's head. But you don't do that. Instead, you come out. You do the trick on the motor bicycle. You save the show, and you marry Frank.
Oh, just like in a fairy tale.
Sure.
Are you sure he'll like it?
Oh, he'll love it. Everybody likes surprises.
Oh, this is great, Annie, great. Come on, BB, we got a lot of telegrams to send.
Did you brush your teeth?
Yes.
All right. Get up there.
You coming to bed?
Nah, not yet a while.
Annie, sing us a piece.
No. Every time I sing you to sleep, I wake you up.
Please, Daddy, please.
Oh, all right. But you gotta close your eyes. Behind the hill, there's a busy little still, and your pappy's working in the moonlight. Your loving pa isn't quite within the law, so he's hiding there behind the hill. Bye-bye, baby, stop your yawning. Don't cry, baby, day will be dawning. And when it does, from the mountain where he was, he'll be coming with a jug of moonshine. So count your sheep, Mama's singing you to sleep with her moonshine lullaby. Dream of Pappy, very happy, with his jug of mountain rye. So count your sheep, Mama's singing you to sleep with her moonshine lullaby.
Behind the hill, there's a busy little still where your pappy's working in the moonlight. Your loving pa isn't quite within the law, so he's hiding there behind the hill. Bye-bye, baby, stop your yawning. Don't cry, baby, day will be dawning. And when he comes from the mountains where he was, he'll be coming with a jug of moonshine.
So count your sheep, Mama's singing you to sleep with her moonshine lullaby. So count your sheep, Mama's singing you to sleep with her moonshine lullaby. Well, say your prayers and ask God to bless Colonel Cody and Charlie and all the Indians and Frank. And while you're at it, you might as well throw one in for Miss Tate, too. What the hell? Night, kids. So count your sheep, Mama's singing you to sleep with her moonshine lullaby.
Very good. Now remember, we march right down the main street, right up to Pawnee Bill's box office. You make lots of noise, draw a crowd, and then do your act. After that, you bring them all back down here to Minneapolis. And if there's anybody left in St. Paul, you're fired.
Come on, let's go.
Folks, y'all have time before the show starts to visit the Indian Village, a real authentic reproduction of their natural habitat. And the tickets are right over there. So hurry, hurry, hurry. Hey, how'd it go?
Great. I think we got some of Pawnee Bill's business, but I sure wish he had my feet.
Charlie,
You like it?
I don't like it.
Well, why not? I thought that's what you wanted.
I told you to put her name up someplace, not make her a star. What's all the excitement for? She's only doing a couple of little tricks, isn't she? Well, isn't she?
Well, sure. But I don't understand you. She's the girl you're stuck on.
Sure, I'm stuck on her, and I want to stay stuck on her. But she's my project, Charlie. I'm going to be the boss. Any man would feel that way.
Well, I thought you'd be tickled. Your own Annie, bigger than life, and 50 more just like it going up all over town.
In this town, not the next, either that sign goes back the way it was, or I quit. Tell him, Charlie.
He didn't like it?
No.
Do you think we ought to go through with it?
We gotta go through with it. If she don't draw big business, we won't have enough dough to get out of town.
How was the parade?
A great success. We went right up to Pawnee Bill's box office.
Good work, Charlie. Good work.
Hey, what's that? What's that? Hey, Mac, get these guys out of here, Mac. Don't lose your place in line, folks. Don't lose your place in line. Get out of here. Beat it. Keep going. How do you like that? The nerve of that guy, just because we did it to him.
Oh, that low-down hound dog. Lying, thieving imitator. Well, if it isn't my old sidekick, Pawnee Bill. How are you?
Why, you big bandit, how are you?
Thought you'd sneak into town and look us over, Major?
Yes, indeed. Greetings. You know Chief Sitting Bull. How? Sure. Everybody knows Big Chief Sitting Bull, who defeated General Custer in the Battle of the Little Bighorn, and who's just been to see the President in the White House, and who tonight will be the guest of honor in St. Paul of none other than Pawnee Bill.
Come on, folks, don't lose your place in line.
What can I do for you, old pal?
Do you folks extend the courtesy of the profession? I'd like to see that new girl you got in your show.
Delighted. Mac, my boy, take our guests and show them to my private box.
Fine. Come on, Chief.
Good-faced girl.
Wait till you see her, Chief.
Chief, are you thinking about joining up with Pawnee Bill?
Sitting Bull on way home from Washington.
What were you doing in Washington?
Sitting Bull see great white father about Indian territory.
That was a bad shuffle you got with that land.
Can't farm it, can you?
Nothing will grow. Too much oil.
Too much oil. Geez, that's tough, Chief. How are you going to live? You can't eat oil.
Sell oil. Sell 50,000 barrels a day.
50,000. Now, what can I lose? Chief, what are you going to do with all that money? I mean, what does an Indian need? What are you going to do with all the... No matter how much dough you've got, you can only wear one blanket at a time. You trap your own furs, you make your own jewelry, and for a couple of bucks you can cover yourself with feathers. What are you going to do with all the money?
No, put money in show business.
Why not? Think of all the fun you could have. Man, we've got 50 squaws in there. Firewater. Well, you can have parties every night. Get drunk, dance. You married, Chief?
No.
You got a girl. We'll put her in the show. And for about $20,000, we can let you get...
Sitting Bull lived by 3 rules. No red meat, no get feet wet, and no put money in show business.
How the hell did we ever get this country away from them?
Better start to get fixed. You're on right after the Rough Riders. That motor bicycle's all shined up and waiting for you.
Well, you keep it hid so Frank
Now,
can't
ain't
see
got
it.
much time.
It's me! Was I up there all the time? Little Jake, go get Frank.
Ain't it exciting? Yesterday we sponsored Frank Butler's gun, and today they got a big picture of you outside the tent.
There's no business like show business, like no business I know. All made up and soon you'll be appearing. Every bit of nervousness is gone. In the sound that's music to your hearing, to hear them cheering when you come on. There's no people like show people. They smile when they are low. How I wish the folks at home could only see what's come to Annie, how proud they'd be. Getting paid for doing what comes naturally. Let's get on with the show.
Annie, you look elegant.
Well, look up there. Ain't I growed lately?
Yep, you shut up like a ragweed.
It means a hell, don't it?
I hope you don't get to liking it too much, honey, because it ain't going to be there next week.
Well, why ain't it?
Well, I gave you a few extra tricks to do, but they don't rate star billing. Even I don't get that. You see, I want you to grow kind of gradual. You don't mind now, do you, honey?
Oh, shucks, no, Frank. But you're going to be sure and watch me this afternoon, won't you?
Oh, I don't know. That's where I'll be getting on my horse for my big flash finish.
But you just got to watch me today, Frank.
Oh, honey, I've seen you do that poodle trick a dozen times.
Well, I know, but today I'm not going to... what I mean is, when you see me out there and all those lights on me and the music playing, you're just going to...
What do I do?
Well, you just almost bust. And you'll be so proud of me, you're going to ask me to do something and be somebody. And I'm going to do it and be it.
Honey, I could ask you that right now.
No, that ain't the way I planned it.
Then I'll meet you here right after I come off.
Yeah. And you can take your time and ask me slow like, and I'll send the kids away.
Annie, the man's waiting to paint your face.
Oh, I gotta get. Hey, would you touch me for luck? Jumping geraniums.
I've had my way with so many girls, and it was lots of fun. My system was to know many girls, 'twould keep me safe from one. I find it can't be done.
Are you coming to supper tonight, Frank? Just like you always do when you come to town? I'm baking a blackberry pie.
Sorry, girls. I've got another date.
Frank, on behalf of the Minneapolis Gun Club, we'd like to invite you to a smoker to be given in your honor tonight. Girls and everything. Yeah.
Afraid I can't make it, fellas. I'm getting married tonight.
Who drew a bead on you, Frank? She must have been some shot.
She sure is. My defenses are down. She's broken my resistance, and I don't know where I am. I went into the fight like a lion, but I came out like a lamb. My defenses are down. She's got me where she wants me, and I can't escape no how. I could speak to my heart when it weakened, but my heart won't listen now. Like a toothless, clawless tiger, like an organ grinder's bear, like a knight without his armor, like Samson without his hair. My defenses are down. I might as well surrender, for the battle can't be won. But I must confess that I like it, so there's nothing to be done. Yes, I must confess that I like it. Being miserable is gonna be fun.
Come on, we're not baking any blackberry pies for any married men.
Is he coming?
Mary? Frank?
His defenses are now. He broke to his resistance and he went out almost down.
I went into the fight like a lion,
But you gave up like a lamb.
my defenses are down.
She's got you where she wants you and you can't escape no how.
I could speak to my heart when it weakened,
But your heart won't listen now.
like a toothless, clawless tiger, like an organ grinder's bear,
Like a knight without his armor.
like Samson without his hair. My defenses are down. I might as well
Surrender for the battle can't be won.
But I must confess that I like it, so there's nothing to be done.
Yes, you must confess that you like it.
Being miserable is gonna be fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, we come now to the main surprise feature of our show. Today we add a shining new star to the western skies. For the first time in any arena, we will see the greatest feat of marksmanship, courage, and daring ever attempted anywhere in the world. We present with pride Miss Annie Oakley. Annie Oakley, are you ready?
Yes.
Then go!
Ain't it exciting? Think of all them people yelling and screaming about
Where
it.
is she?
We're waiting on her.
Well, hurry her along. God, did you ever see an audience go crazy like that?
Did you see Sitting Bull? He fell out of his seat twice. You know what he wants to do? To adopt her into the Sioux tribe tonight.
I'll tell you, that girl's worth $1 million.
You got it.
Hey, Frank, what are you doing here? You're on.
Oh, no, I'm not. You expect me to follow that 4th of July celebration on just one horse? What are you trying to do to me?
Now you know why she's got her picture plastered all over town. Fine girl.
Now, don't blame Annie. She only wanted to surprise you. Why, she wouldn't cross you.
Well, she did, didn't she? Here I expect to see her pop an egg off a dog's head, and she streaks out with the grandest bunch of fireworks I ever saw.
Oh, the little sneak. She's been playing you for a fool, Frank.
Oh, shut up, Dolly. I'm the biggest sucker in the world. I was crazy over that girl. Dang near married her. Thought she was sweet. Simple, too. Ha! That's a hot one. Simple. In 2 weeks, I'd wind up being her assistant. Cooking for her, too, more than likely. So you all put your little heads together. Fine, smart bunch of double-crossers. The three of you!
Frank! Oh, there you are. There's an old Indian hot-footing it all around the big tent, chasing after me. He keeps yelling something. Did you see me? Was you surprised?
I gotta hand it to you. It was the surprise of my life.
Oh, I knew you'd like it. Now, Ollie, get out of here and leave us alone.
Watena Cecilia!
Oh, that's it.
Watena Cecilia! Watena Cecilia! Watena Cecilia!
What does it mean?
It's a great compliment, Annie. In the Sioux language, Watena Cecilia means little sure shot. He wants to meet you, Annie. This is Chief Sitting Bull.
I'm pleased to meet you, Mr. Bull.
Unda!
Thank you kindly. I'd like for you to meet my best friend, Mr. Frank Butler.
You in show, too?
In the show? Why, he's the star.
Star?
He's the best.
No, you best.
You like her, Chief?
Good girl. Good girl.
You see, he just wants you to be his friend.
Not my friend. I make her my daughter.
What did the man say?
It's a great honor. He wants to adopt you into the Sioux tribe as his daughter.
I have called Sioux tribe together. We have big Indian ceremony.
When, Chief?
Now.
Listen, give us a chance to get some publicity. Do it tonight.
Now. Sundown.
That's what I said. Now.
To be near his daughter, Sitting Bull break lifelong rule. Get feet wet. Put money in show business.
Did I hear you right, Chief?
Annie, we're made. Sitting Bull, we'll go straight to New York and Madison Square Garden. We'll tour Europe. We'll play before royalty. We'll make a fortune.
Oh, I never thought all this could happen to me in one day. First, I'll get me a new papa, and now if you'll all get out here and leave me alone, I can get me a husband. Couldn't I, Frank? Frank? Oh, Papa Bull, what are they doing? Ah!
What hey up, what hey up, I a dream up. Say after me. Na tra wa cow.
Na tra wa cow.
Na tra wa key.
Na tra wa key.
O hanya.
O hanya.
Dakota.
Dakota. What's in this thing?
Teeth of many bears.
Am I Indian yet? Like the Seminole, Navajo, Kickapoo, like those Indians, I'm an Indian too. A Sioux, a Sioux. Just like battle axe, hatchet face, eagle nose, like those Indians, I'm an Indian too. A Sioux, a Sioux. Some Indian summer's day, without a sound, I may run away with Big Chief hole in the ground, and I'll have totem poles, tomahawks, small papoose, which will go to prove I'm an Indian too. A Sioux, a Sioux. With my chief in his teepee, we'll raise an Indian family, and I'll be busy night and day. Looking like a flour sack with 2 papooses on my back and 3 papooses on the way. Like the Chippewa, Iroquois, Omaha, like those Indians, I'm an Indian too. A Sioux, a Sioux. Just like rising moon, falling pants, runny nose, like those Indians, I'm an Indian too. A Sioux, a Sioux. Some Indian summer's day, without a care, I may run away with Big Chief, son of a bear, and I'll have moccasins, wampum beads, feather hats, which will go to prove I'm an Indian too. A Sioux, a Sioux. that away when we take in new members. Sure, I'm beat.
Got a letter for you, Annie.
For me? Well, thanks, Mac. I never had a letter before. For Frank.
Frank, your best friend.
Yeah. Say, Papa Bull, can you read writing?
Papa Bull read 4 books.
Well, can you make this out?
Dear Annie.
What's the matter?
Dear Annie, I am leaving tonight to join Pawnee Bill's show. I am going to do my old act with Dolly.
Why?
You put over the greatest trick I ever saw. You're a smart girl, Annie. Too smart for me. Good luck to you, and goodbye.
What does he mean, too smart for? Are you sure you can read? No. I'm going to keep this. Someday I'm going to be able to read this.
Annie, you still best shot in whole world.
Yeah. I'm quick on the trigger with targets not much bigger than a pinpoint. I'm number 1. But my score with a feller is lower than a cellar. Oh, you can't get a man with a gun.
For 2. I stay.
I'll stay.
I'm hungry. Are seagulls good eating?
Very good. Better with feathers off.
Nellie, take this down to the cook and tell him to make me a seagull sandwich. If this is New York, why can't we land on it?
We're going to wait till midnight. We can't let everybody see us make a triumphant return on a cattle boat.
Well, if we're so rich, what are we doing on a cattle boat?
Just wanted to keep the animals company.
Oh, that worked out just fine. We get sent to Liverpool on the Royal Train. He marches to the dock with a big brass band. I get a horseshoe of roses around my neck and a bouquet in each hand. I walk up the gangplank, go down to my stateroom, and find I'm sharing it with 2 lady buffaloes. Well,
Annie, our European tour was an artistic success. 26 command performances.
They command, we perform, and nobody pays.
don't tell me the King of Belgium and the Kaiser of Germany couldn't dig up $1.50.
Kings don't handle money. Didn't they give us a lot of loving cups? And what about your trunk full of medals?
Annie, I'll give it to you briefly. We had a choice of taking this boat or getting our feet very wet.
Costs a lot of money to travel a big troop through Europe.
Sure, you saw what happened in Paris when those Indians discovered French pastry. 62,000 chocolate eclairs.
Cost a heap of money.
Well, what become of Papa Bull's heap?
Government put Papa Bull on small allowance, 30 to 50 a week.
Why?
Because in the 8 months he's been with us, he's drawn $300,000. And all he's got to show for it is an opera hat and a shoebox full of IOUs signed by us. Annie, I might as well come out with it. We're going to break up the show. Oh, well, I can get you some vaudeville dates.
I go back to reservation. Reservation peaceful after show business.
What happens to us?
Dime museums, medicine shows.
There's a bus coming right after Frank Butler's on it.
Frank Butler? Are you sure?
Sure, I'm sure. Come on, Annie, look.
No, I will not. If he comes on this boat, I'll go right down to my stall.
Watena Cecilia, stay, talk.
Maybe I will. Sure, I'll talk to him. I'll say, what are you doing here, you big swollen-headed stick? Get! And he'll say, I just come out to meet you, honey. And I'll say, I don't want to get met by you. Get your hands off of me. I hate you. And he'll say, now, honey. And I'll say, don't you honey me. You thought I double-crossed you. You thought I tried to show you up. And then I'll continue. When you did find out that I only done the trick to make you love me, why didn't you love me? Why'd you leave? Why didn't you write? And he'll say, 'cause I was ashamed. Besides, not writing don't mean somebody don't love somebody. And I'll say, well, just the same you could have writ. And then he'll say, Annie, I've been eating my heart out for you. I can't work. I can't sleep. And of course, if he says that, I'm going to have to say, I ain't slept much either, Frank. And then by rights, he ought to say, Annie, we both just got to get some sleep. And I love you so. And whew, if he says that, I'm going to say, I love you too, Frank. And then there won't be nothing left for him to say but Annie. And I'll just say, Frank, you ain't Frank.
Nobody said I was.
Well, what you doing coming up here pretending, trying to get me to kiss you and all?
Annie, the man didn't do anything.
He did too. He give me an appetite I didn't want to get.
Who are you, son?
I work over at Madison Square Garden in the Pawnee Bill show.
Pawnee Bill playing the garden?
Sure, 3 weeks now.
How?
Oh,
No. How's business?
and I'm in. Mostly society ladies.
Society ladies.
Sure, Frank Butler's catnip to them debutantes.
Debutantes? What's that?
Rich little girls with long white gloves.
Those long white gloves. Any particular pair he likes?
We can't keep track of them. Colonel, I got a letter here for you from Pawnee Bill. I'm to wait for an answer.
Jake, take this gentleman below. I'll call you.
Let me read it. Dear old pal, welcome home, you millionaires. We want to give you a reception at the Hotel
Brevoort.
I can read. Lately. The Hotel Brevoort tomorrow night. The town's a jog to meet you. Frank's bringing all his society friends.
Well, go on.
Please tell my messenger that you will come so we can start to ice the champagne.
Champagne.
Oh, ice the champagne. Your old pal, Pawnee Bill.
Well, your old pal has beat us out again. He's playing the garden and he's got the bankroll.
Ah, Pawnee Bill, possible sucker.
How's that, Chief?
Pawnee Bill, bad, but rich. Buffalo Bill, good, but poor. Put two together, make good and rich.
Chief, you're brilliant. We'll merge. We've got the prestige and they've got the bankroll. We'll combine the shows. What do you say, Annie?
Well, if the two shows could merge, then me and Frank could just have to work together every day. And then pretty soon maybe we could do a little merging.
Sure.
Suppose Pawnee doesn't like the idea.
We'll clinch it at the party.
At party, everybody be friends.
That's it. Well, we'll rub them down with sweet grease. Now, you take care of Pawnee, and I'll handle Dolly.
And I'll handle Frank. And I don't need no long white gloves, neither. I'll wear my low cut in the front dress, and I'll show him a thing or two.
Now, where's that messenger? Come on, Bill.
You come too, Annie.
Nah, I'm just gonna sit and think about how I'm gonna feel when I see him and how he's gonna feel when he sees me.
When you fall in love with Frank?
When I seen him. Don't ask me just how it happened. I wish I knew. I can't believe that it happened, but still it's true. I got lost in his arms and I had to stay. It was dark in his arms and I lost my way. From the dark came a voice and it seemed to say, there you go, there you go. How I felt as I fell, I just can't recall. But his arms held me fast and they broke the fall. And I said to my heart as it foolishly kept jumping all around, I got lost, but look what I his arms held me fast and they broke the fall. And I said to my heart as it foolishly kept jumping all around, I got lost, but look what I found.
Mr. and Mrs. Percy Ferguson. Your hostess, Miss Dolly Tate.
Good evening. Good evening. How are you? So nice you could come. Good evening. How are you? So glad to see
Miss Sylvia Potter Porter, Mr. Frank Butler.
Darling.
Hello, doll.
Good evening, Mrs. Tate.
Pawnee, Sylvia, and Frank are here.
I'm afraid you told me to call for Frankie too early, and when I got to his hotel, he was, shaving.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
Oh, it was quite all right.
She sat on the edge of the bathtub and watched me.
Simply fascinated. Oh, those dangerous-looking razors you men use. It's a wonder you don't cut your throat.
When you came in, I dang near did.
I didn't realize I was so upsetting.
Look, Sylvia, do you remember that little marble love seat under that potted palm you told me about?
Oh, yeah.
Well, why don't you go out there and sit on it and sit on it and wait for me?
Just hold my breath until you get there.
Yeah, you do that. So you sent that faded Gibson girl to fetch me. And you picked tonight when I'm half out of my mind worrying if Annie will even talk to me.
Hush, Frank. We owe her $8,600.
Well, last night you hitched me up with that swayback old mare, Mrs. Wiggleworth. I pushed her 12 miles around the dance hall.
What? We owe her $14,000.
What am I, one of those glass eggs you put under an old hen to make her cackle?
Frank, we might as well tell you, we're at the end of the line. We owe everybody.
But we're selling out at the garden.
Well, yes, but there's a little man at the box office with a badge and a big black bag.
And he scoops up every cent that comes across the counter.
Then why are you giving this big party for Buffalo Bill?
Because I need Buffalo Bill.
They made a fortune on that tour.
And I'm trying to promote a partnership.
Put the two shows together? Why, it's wonderful. Then she'd have to talk to me.
There's only one slight hitch. We got to put up half, and we ain't got half of nothing.
Excuse me for interrupting, but I just had to tell you how mad we are for your show. We've seen it every night since it opened.
Thank you so very much, Mrs. Adams.
My little syndicate has even been considering buying Madison Square Garden just to keep you here.
Well, great. Then you could see the show every night for nothing. Think of all the money you'd save.
You mean we wouldn't have to pay to get in?
Oh, no, you'd only have to pay to get out.
There's no business like show business, like no business I know.
Even when the show the critics hammer,
featuring a bosom or a leg.
And there's lots of glory and there's glamour to back a clamor that made an egg. How there's no losses like show losses like no losses I know.
Even with a failure when the show is bad, you lose your money, but you're not sad. Money's gone, but think of all the fun you've had. Let's go on with our show.
Oh, Pawnee, Frank is the best glass egg we've ever had.
Colonel William F. Cody, Mr. Charles Davenport.
Charlie.
Bill, my old pal Bill.
Dolly.
My old sidekick. What a reunion.
Well, here we all are in the same business. Annie dying to be with Frank, Bill here dying to be with Bill there, and Dolly and I just dying.
Well, let's have a toast to the two best showmen in America, Pawnee Bill and Buffalo Bill. What a combination.
By George, you're right. Just think how great it would be if we could combine the two shows.
Well, let's sneak into the gold room, open a bottle of wine, and talk about it.
What, didn't I tell you I'd pull it off? But how the hell did I do it?
Miss Annie Oakley, Chief Sitting Bull.
Now we take off coat.
Miss Oakley, enchanted.
You're a friend of Frank Butler's, ain't you?
Indeed I am. We had lunch together yesterday. How did you know?
White gloves.
Charmed.
Chanted.
Enchanted.
Charmed.
Charmed.
Chanted.
Enchanted.
Charmed.
Delighted.
Oh, no, you gotta be charmed or chanted.
May I get you some chicken salad?
You sure can. I don't know what's been ailing me and Papa Bull lately, but we's always hungry.
Really? What do you suppose it's from?
From not eating.
We didn't have nothing for breakfast but a seagull sandwich.
A seagull sandwich? Oh, isn't she witty? Oh, Miss Oakley.
Ma'am?
Those medals. I read they're worth $100,000. Where did you get this big one from?
For shooting apple off the Crown Prince's head.
Oh,
Did you see Frank yet?
And this little one?
For shooting a worm out of the apple.
Would you care for more salad, Miss Oakley?
I would love some more after I've had some.
Miss Oakley.
What?
I hear that you can literally make a gun talk.
Sure. Every time I pull the trigger, she says bang. Oh!
Oh, Mercy, isn't she heaven? I can't wait till Frankie meets her.
Frankie who?
Oh, Frankie Butler. Miss Oakley, won't you shoot something for us? Yeah, anything at all, Miss Oakley.
If I'd brung my gun, I'd love to shoot all of you.
Here, let me take that.
No! Hey, you...
Waiter, put down those sprays and throw the guest of honor out.
Let's not be hasty, doll.
Anything wrong?
Merger is off? Merger is off. Why, they haven't got as much money as we haven't got. Come on, let's get out of here.
Oh, Papa Bull, you gotta do something.
Wait! Wait! Two shows must go together. Annie want Frank, Annie get Frank. Papa Bull dig up money.
How?
I know Paleface with chest full of gold and jewels.
Who?
You.
I can't sell my medals.
No sell medals, no money for merger. No money for merger, nobody merge.
Oh, we gotta merge. There's too many white gloves around here. I'll tell you what. Just let me keep them until Frank sees them, and then you can have them.
Dolly, you're beautiful again.
Shake, we're
Waiter,
partners.
champagne for the guest of honor.
Papa Bull, where's my coat? I want to go find Frank.
Annie, I suppose you know you're giving up your only bankroll.
Aw, shucks. Charlie, I got what I had when I started. Don't you worry about me. I'm doing fine. Taking stock of what I have and what I haven't. What do I find? The things I've got will keep me satisfied. Checking up on what I have and what I haven't. What do I find? A healthy balance on the credit side. Got no diamonds, got no pearls, still I think I'm a lucky girl. I've got the sun in the morning and the moon at night. Got no mansion, got no yacht, still I'm happy with what I got. I got the sun in the morning and the moon at night. Sunshine gives me a lovely day. Moonlight gives me the Milky Way. Got no checkbooks, got no banks, still I'd like to express my thanks. I got the sun in the morning and the moon at night. And with the sun in the morning and the moon in the evening, I'm all right. Got no butler, got no maid, still I think I've been overpaid. I've got the sun in the morning and the moon at night. Got no silver, got no gold, what I've got can't be bought or sold. I've got the sun in the morning and the moon at night. Sunshine gives me a lovely day. Moonlight gives me the Milky Way. Got no heirlooms for my kids, I made no will, but when I cash in, I leave the sun in the morning and the moon at night. Sun, morning and moon. And with the sun in the morning and the moon in the evening, I'm all right.
Got no mansions, got no yachts, still I'm happy with what I got. I got the sun in the morning and the moon at night.
Annie, I ain't moving. Not ever again. What you got spilled on you?
Oh, they cologne water.
It's kind of powerful, ain't it?
Well, it sure beats that gunpowder. Look, clean and with polish, too.
Holy big jeepers, how you look.
It beats the hell, don't it?
What's happened to you, Annie? You're giving me goosebumps all over. You're like one of them vampires.
Do I dazzle you?
Yeah.
Am I driving you crazy?
Oh, plum. I love you, Annie.
I love you back.
I didn't like living without you.
Keep talking.
You're everybody in the world.
Keep talking.
I'm going to marry you, Annie. We'll have an old-fashioned wedding, blessed in the good old-fashioned way. I'll vow to love you forever. You vow to love and honor and obey. Somewhere in some little chapel, someday when orange blossoms bloom, we'll have an old-fashioned wedding, a simple wedding for an old-fashioned bride and groom.
I want a wedding in a big church with bridesmaids and flower girls, a lot of ushers in tailcoats, reporters and photographers, a ceremony with a bishop who will tie the knot and say, do you agree to love and honor, yes, but not obey? I want a wedding ring surrounded by diamonds and platinum, a big reception at the Waldorf with champagne and caviar. I want a wedding like the Vanderbilts have, everything big, not small. And if I can't have that kind of a wedding, I don't want to get married at all.
We'll have an old-fashioned wedding,
flower girls, a lot of us
in the good old-fashioned way. I'll vow to love you forever. You vow to love and honor and obey.
But not obey.
Somewhere in some little chapel, someday when orange blossoms bloom, we'll have an old-fashioned wedding, a simple wedding for an old-fashioned bride and groom.
If it's not a big wedding, I don't want to get married at all.
We'll have an old-fashioned wedding,
Flower girl, a lot of us
in the good old-fashioned way.
Photographers, ceremony with a
love you forever. You vow to love and honor and
yes, but
obey.
not obey.
Somewhere in some little chapel, someday when orange blossoms bloom, we'll have an old-fashioned wedding, a simple wedding for an old-fashioned bride and groom.
If it's not a big
We'll have an old-fashioned wedding. I want to give you something, Annie. See these medals? They're all for you.
Oh, gosh, Frank. I can't take those. Honest, I can't.
Oh, go on, honey. A little jewelry will go good with that rig. Here, put them on.
where'll we put them? You pin them on, Frank.
Where?
Well, here's a little piece of space between Italy and Switzerland.
How come you got that vacant lot there?
Well, I didn't wear them all. Come on, what you waiting for?
Oh, there ain't enough room for these. Besides, mine don't have any stones in them.
Ah, shucks, I got enough stones. Come on, give 'em here.
No, these are too plain. They just got writing on the back. To Frank Butler, the champion sharpshooter of the world.
What world? The old world or the new world?
The whole world.
Well, I got all this that says you ain't.
They don't mean anything.
I ain't been beat yet.
Oh, if you're referring to that time back in Cincinnati, that was just beginner's luck.
What?
Yeah, just a fluke. Couldn't happen again in a million years.
Oh, no? Well, it's going to happen again. Tomorrow. Charlie?
Oh, you want to shoot it out?
You bet I want to shoot it out. Charlie, find us a place where we can have ourselves a match.
Who?
Me and Potshot over there.
A love match?
A love match? There's no love in a shooting woman. What a wife she'd make. Buckshot and cream for breakfast, clay pigeons for lunch, and gun butts and cabbage for supper.
Well, you gotta have teeth to eat all that, and you ain't gonna have any.
Now, children, this ain't the right spirit to start working together.
Well, you can forget that notion. We ain't working together. We ain't doing anything together.
Not never.
Annie Oakley, you promised to back this show.
You can't call off the merger.
Everything is off but this here match. Charlie, get us that range over there on Governor's Island. You're all invited to come over on the ferry tomorrow and watch me give it to him.
Well, wouldn't it be funny if he gave it to you instead?
That's a pleasure you ain't gonna get, Miss Tate.
Well, we'll just see about that.
That dress sure fooled me. I thought for a minute you was getting to be a lady. The girl that I marry will have to be as soft and as pink as a nursery. The girl I call my own will wear satins and laces and smell of cologne. Her nails will be polished, and in her hair she'll wear a gardenia, and I'll be there. A doll I can carry, the girl that I marry must
Hello, Jessie.
I'm Minnie.
Oh, of course, you're Jessie.
I'm Millie.
Well, I know you're not Jessie. Hello, Jessie.
Hello.
Those the guns Annie's going to be using in the match this afternoon?
What if they be?
Oh, nothing, just interested. She going to use them all?
What if she is? What if she ain't?
It's a beautiful sunny morning. You shouldn't be down in a dark hole like this. It ain't healthy.
We're from Dark County. We like it down here.
Don't you want to see the man dock the ferry?
We seen him.
Don't you want to see Governor's Island?
We seen it.
Well, do you have to do that now? Why don't you go up on deck?
Why don't you?
I seen it. There's rats down here.
Sure, we've been playing with them. Then that's done. I'll take care of them. You're too fat.
I'll take them. I'm not.
No, I'll keep them. Girls can't keep these. I got a pocket. I'll race you to the ice cream stand.
Oh, wait a minute, little Jake. I'd like to treat you. I want to buy you some ice cream.
Why?
Because you're such a nice little boy. Oh, here, take some more. You can eat more than that.
Well, maybe I can.
Sure, take some more and treat your sisters.
Gee, Miss Tate, you're real nice. I don't know why everybody hates you.
Dolly! What you do? What the hell are you up to?
Why you open Annie's case?
What were you going to do?
Why,
Stop saying why
I just came down for a breath of air and I got it.
Now, why did you want to get the Annie's guns?
Tell, or I squeeze your neck till eyes fall on floor like grapes.
Come on, talk. That's a lie.
You can't scare me, you greasy old half-breed.
Tell.
I won't.
I know a way to make you tell. Ta-toinka tonka.
What?
Ta-toinka tonks.
Oh, no, Chief. You can't. She's my sister.
What's he saying? Stop talking Indian.
Awana ekta cow.
Okay, me too. You can have her.
Yoni hampo.
Oh, you want me to hold her, huh?
Wachipo.
Like this? With her head back?
Oh, what's he gonna do, Charlie?
Don't worry, Dolly. You can always wear a wig.
Oh, my God, he's not gonna scalp me.
Now, how I do this? No take scalping 30 years. Is it from left ear to right ear? Or right ear to eyebrow? Maybe make bad mess, but I try.
I'll tell. I was gonna fix Annie's gun.
What?
So she'd lose the match this afternoon.
I don't believe you.
Oh, it's true. See these pliers? All you have to do is a little twist on the gun sights and she wouldn't stand a chance.
You contemptible snake. Give me those pliers. I ought to scalp you myself.
No, I remember.
Oh!
Now, how do you like that? We got here just in the nick of time. You know, I was glad I was able to do that for Annie. I've been sore at myself ever since Minneapolis, where I double-crossed her. She showed Frank up and he left her.
Now you do it again.
How?
She show him up again, he leave her again. Annie win match today, lose Frank. Annie lose match today, win Frank. We fix guns.
Why, SB, you old SB, give me those pliers.
this contest will be straight shooting using clay targets. The best of 100 shots, 5 shots at a time.
That's fine. Let's get started. I got a date in town. I just got half an hour to beat her.
Beat me? You big swollen-headed stiff. You wouldn't want to make a bet on that, would you?
Anytime.
You got it. 500 to 1. Little Jake, give me that there sack with my medals in it.
Annie!
I bet you all these medals up against them 3 little tin badges.
You're on. Annie, you can't bet away $100,000 worth of stuff. That's all the bankroll we've got.
What's the matter? You think I'm going to lose?
Yes. I mean, no. I mean...
Here, little Jake. You hold the stakes. Now, little lady, if you'll step up to this cannon, I'll give you a lesson in marksmanship.
You couldn't give me a lesson in long-distance spitting. Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Anything you can be, I can be greater. Sooner or later, I'm greater than you.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I can shoot a partridge with a single cartridge.
I can get a sparrow with a bow and arrow.
I can live on bread and cheese.
And only on that?
Yeah.
So can a rat.
Anything you can sing, I can sing higher.
I can sing anything higher than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Anything you can buy, I can buy cheaper. I can buy anything cheaper than you.
50 cents?
40 cents.
30 cents.
20 cents.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Anything you can say, I can say softer.
I can say anything softer than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
I can drink my liquor faster than a flicker.
I can drink it quicker and get even sicker.
I can open any safe.
Without getting caught?
Sure.
That's what I thought, you crook.
Any note you can hold, I can hold longer.
I can hold any note longer than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, in what you wear, I'd look better than you.
In my coat?
In your vest.
In my shoes?
In your hat.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Anything you can say, I can say faster.
I can say anything faster than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
I can jump a hurdle.
I can wear a girdle.
I can knit a sweater.
I can fill it better.
I can do most anything.
Can you bake a pie?
No.
Neither can I.
Anything you can sing, I can sing sweeter.
I can sing anything sweeter than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
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 No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Are you ready? You've heard the rules of the contest, Pawnee Bill. Contestants, take your places. Annie, are you ready?
Paul!
Miss.
Paul!
Miss.
What's got me? Minnie, hand me that one.
I can't look at this.
You stay.
Paul!
Miss.
What's got me? Minnie, give me that one.
Steady, Annie.
Here, honey. Try mine for luck.
Did you call me honey?
Oh, sure. Go on, take it.
Paul!
Hit.
Paul!
Hit.
Now make up what I lost.
Of course, she was just giving me a handicap.
Your turn, Frank.
Pull.
Hit.
Pull.
Hit.
Pull.
Hit.
Pull.
Hit.
Pull.
Hit.
The great Miss Oakley.
Hey, I don't need no luck off of you.
Oh, yes, you do. Better luck with this gun.
Papa Bull, what's the matter with me?
You doing fine. Keep missing. You win.
What?
Be second best, Annie.
Huh?
Remember, in Big Tent, you say, you can't get a man with a gun.
Yeah?
Well, you get man with this gun.
Why didn't I think of that? Give me that gun. Paul!
Hit.
Paul!
Hit.
Paul!
Miss.
Paul!
Miss.
I quit, I give up. I concede this match to Frank Butler, the greatest sharpshooter in the world.
Annie, you're upset.
No, I ain't. I might as well quit. I might as well go back to Dark County. I ain't no champion no more. And I'm just second best. Ain't I, Papa Bull?
That's right. Watena, Cecilia.
Somebody got to those guns.
Oh, shut up, Dolly.
It ain't the guns. It's me. I'm no good. And I don't know what's going to become of me.
Oh, don't worry, honey. I'll take care of you. From now on, we're going to be partners.
Butler and Oakley in alphabetical order. Well, what's everybody staring at? He won the match. Give him the medals, little Jake.
Oh, no, Annie. These belong to you, honey.
No, you won them, and you keep them.
Bill? Bill, we are going to combine the shows, and this will get them started.
Oh, Frank, I love you for that. That's the nicest thing you ever done. But if you hadn't have done it, I'd have shot you right in the belly button.